G'day fellas, welcome back to Wolfenspice 3D and to what is probably one of the best games of all time. Welcome to Deus Ex. So without further ado, let's begin. I might just turn that down a bit so it's not getting picked up. Feedback, there we go. So there's 4 difficulty levels. Realistic is what I normally play on, but today I shall be playing on hard because I'll be talking and well, I tend to get shut up a lot and playing on realistic. So these are our skills. You earn skill points through the game by exploring and achieving objectives. We start off trained in pistols and untrained in everything else. You can play this either as stealth or as gung-ho. I'm going to be a pistol and upgrading low-tech, which is probably a little unusual for a relatively pacifist playthrough, but I find it works for me. It's just my style.
Your appointment to FEMA should be finalized within the week. I've already discussed the matter with the Senator.
I take it he was agreeable?
He didn't really have a choice.
Has he been infected?
Oh yes, most certainly. When I mentioned that we could put him on the priority list for the ambrosia vaccine, he was so willing it was almost pathetic.
This plague, the rioting is intensifying to the point where we may not be able to contain it.
Why contain it? Let it spill over into the schools and churches. Let the bodies pile up in the streets. In the end, they'll beg us to save them.
I've received reports of armed attacks on shipments. There's not enough vaccine to go around, and the underclasses are starting to get desperate.
Of course they're desperate. They can smell their death, and the sound they'll make rattling their cage will serve as a warning to the rest.
I hope you're not underestimating the problem. The others may not go as quietly as you think. Intelligence indicates they're behind the problems in Paris.
A bunch of pretentious old men playing at running the world. But the world left them behind long ago. We are the future.
We have other problems.
UNATCO?
Formed by executive order after the terrorist strike on the statue. I have someone in place, though. I'm more concerned about Savage. He's relocated to Vandenberg.
Our biochem corpus is far in advance of theirs, as is our electronic sentience, and their ethical inflexibility has allowed us to make progress in areas they refuse to consider.
The augmentation project?
Among other things, but I must admit that I have been somewhat disappointed in the performance of the primary unit.
The secondary unit should be online soon. It's currently undergoing preparation and will be operational within 6 months. My people will continue to report on its progress. If necessary, the primary will be terminated.
We've had to endure much, you and I, but soon there will be order again. A new age. Aquinas spoke of the mythical city on the hill. Soon, that city will be a reality, and we will be crowned its kings. Not better than kings. Gods.
Okay, so he's nuts. So here we are. It's our first day at work.
Heads up, JC. Your brother Paul is on his way to meet you at the dock. The NSF is raiding the island and shots have been fired. I repeat, find Paul. I will monitor your situation from HQ.
Okay, so it's our first day at work here, and the first thing that's happened is that terrorists have raided our workplace.
Welcome aboard, Agent.
That's our brother.
I thought you were in Hong Kong. Welcome to the Coalition, JC. I might as well start using your code name. Think I'd miss my brother's first day? Didn't think you'd have a choice. What's going on? The NSF. They hit one of our shipments. A few of them got away, but we trapped the rest in the statue. What are we waiting for? Looks like a textbook assault. The NSF took one of our agents hostage. The bots are holding the perimeter, but my orders are to hold back and send you in alone. I think someone high up wants to see how you handle the situation. All I've got with me is a pistol and an electric prod. I don't mind a test, but UNATCO better issue some hardware. Remember that we're police. Stick with the prod. It'll stun your opponents or knock them unconscious. A non-lethal takedown is always the most silent way to eliminate resistance. Just in case, though, Manderley wants you to pick an additional weapon. A sniper rifle, a GEP gun, or a mini crossbow.
That's a hard choice. I shall take the rocket launcher.
Never know when I might come up against some heavy armor. Give me the GEP gun. The GEP gun might be useful. They have a security bot on patrol near the statue entrance. Great. What's the first move? I'm going to give you a map of the island. If you can get to the North Dock, a UNATCO informant will give you a key to the statue doors. He responds to the code phrase, iron and copper. You could avoid a lot of fighting, though, if you found a back way to the statue. I'll see how it looks on shore. Your primary objective is the makeshift command center the terrorists have installed at the top of the statue. But don't forget about Agent Harriman. We think he's being held on the ground floor. What are my orders when I reach the command center? Interrogate the leader. We don't yet know why the terrorists would risk an open assault.
Pick up those binoculars. We'll see what's in that crate. So, it's our first day on the job. Terrorists have raided our office. People have been taken hostage. And it looks like it's going to be one hell of a first day.
NSF everywhere, JC. Your orders are to shoot on sight. A UNATCO informant on the North Dock can get you inside the statue. Look for a bum. Identify yourself with the phrase,
so our
iron
orders
and copper.
are to get inside without hurting anyone and to shoot on sight. Don't you love missions designed by committee? Recharge for the prod. That's just so frighteningly like real life. You have 4 different objectives. These are the most important, and they're all contradictory.
If you want to make a covert approach, remember the Academy stealth course. Stay out of their field of view, walk slowly to stay quiet, and crouch behind cover. Or if you have to get your hands dirty, remember that a headshot is a lethal takedown.
Birds behind there, so it would not be very wise for us to run down there at the moment. This is one of the secrets in the game that I didn't find for ages. Actually a medical robot behind that door. We're just gonna evade around these terrorists here. He's got a crossbow on him. This is another reason I take the crossbow at the start. You get a free one about 2 minutes into the game.
Freight base is under lockdown till the danger's gone, Agent Denton.
I'm using Fallout 3 binding.
How you guys holding up?
UNATCO command made us pull back. I guess for Gunther's sake. What's the deal? We're ready to go in.
I'm not going to clean the place out, but this guy will help you if you take the tough guy approach.
I can't speak for command, but I'm gonna clean the place out.
I hear you. Manderley's right. You nano-augs are born and bred killers.
I do my best.
Better load up. There are some crates of ammo stashed in the antenna shaft behind the helipad. Might also want to check out the comm next to it. The code's 0451.
Thanks, I won't let you down.
My tactic, when there's no cover like this, is to pick them off from 50 or 100 paces with a scope. What do you think? I scored an extra one from a couple of thugs we dropped down by the dock. You can have it for 700 credits. I also picked up some 10mm ammo and some crossbow tranquilizer darts. Say 200 for one,
that's right.
60 for the other.
Shouldn't you turn that stuff over to the quartermaster?
Sure, I will. As long as command has the rest of us on parade drill, someone might as well put this hardware to use.
I'm not sure if that's going to pick up on the recording or not, but Mum's got a bit of a cough at the moment. I'll take the tranquilizer darts.
Here's 60 for the tranquilizer darts.
Time to clean house.
Too many of those. So we'll head off here.
Welcome aboard, Agent.
And dropped out. I'll be back.